that your bestie? Ain't that your friend? You know the one you can depend. Ain't that your friend? Don't fuck with him cause that's my kin. Ain't that your friend? You know my T, we go way back. Ain't that your friend? So let's sit down and have a chat. Like anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Anytime You Need a Friend podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Bryce or Davis. I have my co-host here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jerm. Yep, that's me.
I live for the delay. Give us studio effects. And that is so befitting because this is our second episode. We hope y'all enjoyed the first. If you didn't hear it, go back and listen because we kind of gave y'all the introduction on a part of who we are. But the next phase that you're going to learn is the artistry side. Yes, we are both artists. We've been doing it for 83 years at this point. Pay us some respect and literally pay us. So today we're going to give you...
tomorrow.
I want my Grammy in February. Like, I don't care if I don't get it, I'm going to take it from somebody. So I will be outside of the, of the auditorium.
It's escalated.
Ready to snatch the trophies out of your hands, Taylor and Beyonce. So lock it down, baby.
Y'all better watch out.
You'll be like, Beyonce, oh my God. I go to give her a hug and I just snatch her Grammy.
Julia will be on your ass, okay?
Well, in this scenario, she knows who I am. So she's like, Bryce. Okay. And then I walk away and she's like, wait, what happened to my Grammy?
No, wait, what happened to my Grammy? You just hoodwinked Beyonce. Like, how dare you? The beehive is at your
you
door.
don't need 30 of them. You can let me hold one.
Okay.
What you need 30 for?
Wow.
Shout out to her, though, because I feel like it's either going to be a war if they play her this time, or she might actually get the record of the year that is owed to her.
I definitely hope she gets record of the year. She is definitely well deserved.
She deserves it, but I do think it'll be a gag if they play with her one more time.
And you know they're gonna play with her.
Her fans
play with her emotions.
Shout out to her fans. I'm sure God loves y'all, but I love to see them riled up.
No, because it's the Beehive are a totally different, like type of tea. It's another type of gag, child. They will gag
so
your ass.
Fun. I love to see them fight. Let them hoes fight. Let them hoes fight. I be living. Okay.
No, seriously. Lord. They make my life love a good Beehive member just reading the bitches down. Because
speaking of Beehive, exactly. Speaking of Beyonce, I'm going to start this off asking you some questions, and I'm sure you'll turn them back on me because, you know, you love to do that. I want to know, your name has been for several years at this point, Lonely Boy IRL.
Yeah.
You went through a couple of different phases before then.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
give me like 3 artists that we would know that kind of contributed to who Lonely Boy IRL became.
Okay, number 1, Tinashe. I would say number 2, SZA, because I really love Control. And then I love the new Lana projects as well. And I want to say number 3, it was Steve Lacy, but he just don't sit right with me no more.
I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
What's the tea with him?
You know, no shade. You know, everybody has their preference, but you know, he's just into white guys, and I'm just like, okay. And be dissing. Well, I wouldn't say dissing, but he was just like, I just see the black people as brothers. You know, I'm like, okay, weird.
You know what I'm doing right now?
Googling.
Because I gotta see what his face looked like to see if I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. Okay.
But I really like Frank. I'm so dead. I like Frank Ocean as well. Frank Ocean is pretty cool. He's his music is very captivating. I really love his music.
Yeah, shout out to the white gays. Y'all deserve a nice, rich black man to take care of you.
Girl,
maybe you'll get married and you can drain him from all of his funds.
Hey.
Look, if that's how he wants to play, may the odds ever be in his favor.
Exactly.
Sure. But no, you can kind of see it in their eyes sometimes. God bless him, though. I did not know
Right.
we were this close in age. Wow.
Very
I'm
much so.
26.
He's literally our age.
Well,
So,
your age,
um,
babe. Bryce is 24.
babes, we're the same generation.
We're
Like, come
definitely the
on.
same generation. I
Gen
just wanted to make
X.
sure
We're not Gen X, we're Gen Z.
Gen Z,
So,
yeah. I
but
wanted to make sure we weren't lying to the audience. That's what I'm saying.
oh
You know.
girl, baby, I ain't gonna never lie to y'all. Trust. If I don't want y'all to know something, I won't even mention it. Okay.
No, I meant
Uh
lying on me, babe. I
oh,
don't need them
babes.
thinking
Well,
that
that's you.
I
That's
haven't
you.
turned 25 yet. That's yet to come.
It's coming though. Trust.
Oh, but I'm saying I gotta have a whole celebration. They're gonna be like, when did he turn 25? I wasn't invited to the party. You know.
It's so dramatic.
Okay, I'm gonna stop playing so much. Okay, so I do
Okay.
want to say I remember you being so into Tinashe, especially when
Mhm.
I feel like her resurgence was not resurgence, her original start. She got
Mhm.
hot around like 2014. It was
Yeah.
two on, it was all hands on deck.
Mhm.
You were like her number one fan, and you did not play
Girl.
about Tinashe, and everybody had to hear about it.
Funny enough,
Press
bitch.
team. What happened?
She pointed at me at her concert when she was
Really?
singing. Yes. That's because I be commenting on her posts and she be liking some posts and
Wait,
stuff.
she
So I,
saw you like she recognized you for real.
yes, like she pointed at me and I was
Wow.
like, oh my god, she pointed at me. I was really
Wow.
surprised. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she's really cool. When I
That
went
is
to
so
go,
nice.
girl.
So she
Mm.
inspired you to feel like you could create from scratch and do it all on your own.
Definitely, definitely, because back then I always felt like I always had to have this big budget. I always had to be in a big studio to
Mm-hmm.
make great music. But like I started on my phone. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start in a big gigantic studio. So starting on my phone, just doing it myself, that really motivated me and her seeing her do the same exact thing. Steve Lacy as well, he started on his phone. So I was just like, wow,
Oh
like these
wow.
people are very innovative and trying to make something out of nothing. And I really appreciate stuff like that. Like, cause that's really
Yeah.
artistic. Like I love that. So that's how I got my start in seeing her doing her fucking thing. So I really love me some Nasha girl. She really be gagging the girls. I don't know.
So being that you follow her for this long, I'm getting sidetracked on Tinashe because I kind of just want to ask you these questions randomly.
Yeah.
Being that you follow her for so long, how gagged were you? Mind you, I've been there a little bit. You know, I kind of clock out sometimes
Yeah, it's
because
fine.
I have my own set of girls that I really love. But she's cool. Like I like her.
Yeah.
How gagged were you though, as the number one fan, when she finally got her moment in 2024?
I was excited.
Was
Because
you a nasty girl?
I was definitely a nasty girl. Cause I was on her Instagram live when she was like previewing it and she was
Mm-hmm.
like showing the fans. She had it like tuned down. Like it wasn't the
Really?
song, yeah, it wasn't the song that it was now. Like she had it like kind of tuned
I've
down.
been a nasty like that.
Yes, it was like that, and
Ooh,
it
that
was
sounds so
playing,
cool.
and I was like, oh, I was like, okay, that's cute, that's cute. And then the nasty song came out, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, I like this, like this, like I was bumping to the shit, and then all of a sudden, I started seeing people making memes about it, and I
Mm-hmm.
started seeing it blowing up on TikTok a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this song finna go viral. I already know.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden boom, it's everywhere. And I was just like so proud of my girl. Like, I'm like, she deserves this shit.
I
Like,
love
this is
moments
her
like that.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
And people counted her out. It was like, I fought with so many motherfucking people about
I
Tinashe
remember.
because they talk about oh, she ain't this. She just a one hit wonder. She just gonna drop this one song and fall off the face of the earth. I said, that knowing the stuff that I knew about Tinashe and doing my research on her and seeing how
Yeah.
much uh uh
Work she put in it.
exactly and how much she wanted to persevere and show all her haters like I can do this. Like I knew what kind of
Mhm.
person she was going, what kind of star she was going to be. So
Yeah.
none of that stuff phased me. So when that song popped off, it was like, oh yeah, I'm so
Do you
happy
think
for
that
my
taught
girl.
you, watching her journey taught you a level of perseverance even in your own career?
Most definitely. Most definitely. It told me
Okay.
to trust your instincts, trust your own instincts, because these people don't know. So
And always know how to do it for yourself.
exactly.
I
Always.
know that's right.
But are you done
What?
asking me questions about Tinashe? Because I do want to ask you the same thing. Like, what made you the artist that you are today? Tell the
Oh my
people.
gosh. Okay, so I will tell y'all gonna think I'm an old, hag because I don't too much know a lot of what the new people are doing, only because I've been for the last several years focused on who Davis is. So
Right.
I try not to pay too much attention to the world around me because there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm inspired by my legends. That is Mariah Carey, that is Beyonce, and I would give it to the third one. A lot of y'all are probably not gonna understand, but I've been on this lady since I was 12 years old, and it's gonna be a tie actually because I got to give it to two people. I'm sorry, I said I was gonna do three. I'm gonna give you four. Brandy and Elle Varner. They taught me
Okay,
so much.
Brandy. El Varner. Yes, I do remember El Varner for you. Yep.
Oh my gosh, they taught me so much in my adolescent years that I really needed to learn.
Mhm.
When I tell you, like how he was just saying people were counting out Tinashe and saying she was a one-hit wonder and all of that. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those type of young bitchy children, but I started to understand artists' stories and how everything is not linear and it's not as simple as, okay, I got a hit. I'm gonna keep getting. I'm just so talented that I keep making hits, so I keep putting them out and I keep getting number one records. Everybody's story doesn't go like that. Some people have ebbs and flows and personal life events or just business things that go awry to where they don't look like they're on the same level. But the goal is to just stay in it. As long as you stay in it, you're still thriving in your purpose. So people like Mariah wrote a book in 2020, I believe. And oh my God, if y'all have not listened to her memoir, because I said listen, you can read it, but I listened to the audiobook.
Oh,
Mariah
okay.
would bust out into song randomly. I don't know. Nobody else has ever done that in an audiobook.
You
And Mariah
know,
would be like, and then I started writing, there's a hero. I was like, girl, why are you singing? Oh my God.
you know, Mariah is extra. She's an Aries queen. Okay, fire sign.
Jerm, you
She has
gotta
that
listen to the
fire.
audiobook. She was singing down because it's like they
Where
said
can
her
I
voice was
listen to it
going.
at? Where
It's
can
on
I listen?
Audible.
Oh, okay. Audible.
They
Audible.
said her Audible is a audiobook app. It's
Okay.
Amazon's
Okay.
audiobook app. But
Hmm.
they said her
I
voice
get
was going, so
that.
she said, I'm gonna give y'all this acapella moment
No,
every
for
chapter.
real. Because the bitch, I can
Hmm
sing, and y'all gonna hear this. Okay, not everybody can do that. That's
I might
crazy.
gotta bring it down a semitone,
Okay.
but I'm still
At
get the
least
note
it's
out.
there. You know the feeling.
Okay, because
Okay.
who is supposed to be able to sing at the same frequency that they
Hmm.
were 30 years ago? Like, so
Yeah.
what? I gotta pull it down.
Right.
What's the problem?
Exactly.
Don't
You
play
didn't
with me.
write it. You didn't sing it.
Mariah had to persevere so much of her. Like, she's a naturally gifted person that would
Hmm.
have been a child that could sing. And me and Jerm talk about, like, he was one of them kids that just had it. I was one of them kids that wanted to have it so bad. I used to see kids singing. I would be like, "Fuck that bitch!" Like, yeah.
Oh,
Why
wow.
is such and such singing the house down? Like, you go back and you can see Christina Aguilera, Jasmine Sullivan. They were
Mhm.
young child like singers for real.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
sister would tell me that I sounded like a goat. And
Oh,
it was me rehearsing my little Rihanna songs, trying to, because if you could eat a Rihanna song, you're in the door. Okay.
yeah.
So I'm
Not,
trying to apologize. So you sound like a dead goat. I was like, oh my
not the
gosh.
Gemini sister. Oh
My
my
sister was
God.
a menace. I didn't do nothing to that lady, but she used
Not
to
a
tell me
dead
about
goat.
myself.
She couldn't, I mean, it didn't have to be dead.
It was dead. The goat was dead, Jerm.
Oh, wow. The
You
disrespect.
know that crushed my confidence, but I said, you know what? Everybody don't have the same story. I gotta
Mhm.
work at it. I'm gonna work every day. And so I started to do a boot camp. And you know who inspired that? Beyonce. I would hear
Right.
about the Destiny Child days, and how Matthew had the girls running up mountains and hills, doing all
Mhm.
types of not X Factor, Fear Factor, doing all types of Fear Factor auditions and things.
Bitch.
Matthew was in charge of the girls. He did not play. He said, "Y'all bitches is gonna make me rich." Okay.
No, for real. I had to quit my job, my good job. Oh, y'all finna work. We finna work.
Go back. That's not your note. No.
Exactly. Baby. Okay, they had bills to pay. Uh-oh.
And then wrote a song about. Well, Candy wrote that. Hold on.
Oh, bills. We love it. We love Candy Girl. Legs and hips
Hips,
and body.
body. Let's get them, girl. Okay. Why do I know that song for real? I know the whole
No,
song.
for real. I got a good
Good
man.
man,
Yeah.
yeah. I plan on keeping him around.
And I like the way.
Way. Miss Candy meant that shit.
No,
Okay.
for real.
I love Candy Dow. She's one of the people that I have interacted with on the internet. She sent me $500 when
You're
she
a
was
lot.
doing.
Oh, wait.
Yes, I
I
remember.
think I
Remember,
remember
I
you
posted
telling me
this.
that.
She was doing like a competition when she had a radio show. It
Right.
was like an
Okay.
online radio thing. And I would answer the questions because I was listening to the show. I would be bored at work just listening to Candy. And one day she added me on there and I got my little $500. Love her. Anyway.
We love you, Candy.
I will say people like Candy, her having a different type of voice and still pursuing her dreams and not letting people say, oh, you can't sing. Second, somebody argue with Candy that say, you can't sing. You sound like da-da-da-da. Guess what? I'm going to still book these shows. Candy is still touring with Escape to this day.
Exactly. What are y'all doing?
And when Escape, when Escape broke up initially, Candy was the only person to fulfill a solo career, get a hit record on a solo. She had a hit dance record called "Don't Think I'm Not." Yeah, because she was a writer. She knew how to do it. Like you said, I can do it by myself. Exactly. She could do it by herself. And so what? So what? She has a heavy tone, and at times people feel like it's. I don't even know what the critique is. They just say she can't sing.
She just has she's an alto, so her tone is low. It's very, mellow, and that's okay. Because who else sings like that?
A lot of women are altos, I feel like.
Yes, definitely.
But it's very. I will say there's a similarity there where it's a heaviness to it. There are women who have alto voices that can still flow in the lighter realm. Candy is where Bryce is in the way, like, I've talked to you about how I've had to control I tell we have the same engineer. I tell Garland to take the low ends off my voice all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like where that lives in my voice. So I'm sure Candy hears that as well. But what can we really do about it other than in the room edit it? But if it's a live vocal, you're gonna get all of this undertone. You're gonna get all of these lows.
Girl,
I'm on my note though.
T-Boz, I feel like sings that way as well. And when it comes to the lower register, her voice is very unique. So I can definitely appreciate low baritone. Not low baritone, not saying that she's a baritone, but like low voices like that. Because I don't know, I just feel like those voices are the foundation. So.
Yeah, and I've always thought that. I don't necessarily know how I would fare in a group, but if I was in a group, I would eat the low notes down. Like it would be definitely. I don't need nobody to stabilize. I'm the stabilizer,
Exactly, baby. This house is
standing up
because
as a rock.
Exactly.
So rock. Okay. So I will say that boot camp that I started, thanks to Beyonce, Matthew Knowles, and all of them, every day after school, Jerm. This is like middle school. I'm coming home from school. I have games to play. I have snacks to eat. Right. No, you're going to go either in this dining room or this bathroom where the good acoustics are, or even the laundry room. Because if you close the laundry room door, you sit on top of the wash machine, you're going to sound like you're in the studio. I promise you. So I would just sit there. Really do. I would just sit there. I don't have a door in my laundry room right now, so I can't do it like I used to.
Yeah.
It's very unbecoming of me. But I would just sit there for hours at a time. I was a shy singer, so my siblings were in the house. They would hear me doing my rehearsal, but up until the time where I heard the garage come up, my parents are home. Now it's time to shut up. Because for whatever reason, I don't know if I thought they were going to break my confidence even more or just make it weird. I don't know. I just was afraid to sing in front of the people. And my siblings would complain and be like, Bryce be singing all day. And they would be like, he never sings when we're at home. And I would be like, I wonder why. Maybe y'all should uplift me more. Okay. No shade. No shade. But the boot camp is literally singing the same songs over and over and over again until they're to my standard. And if it's not, if I missed it, didn't catch the note, I cracked or whatever, start over. And I don't care until your voice hurts. And I don't recommend that because I do feel like I had some vocal issues when I was younger because I would overwork my voice. I told you a story about how I was singing this one song by this one lady that I don't really care to name right now, but she's a very high singer, and me as a male with a deep voice, for whatever reason, my teenage self wanted to be able to sing with the Sopranos. I don't know why I always wanted to sing with the Sopranos. It's because they are able to do all of the fun runs and riffs and high notes. Well, just because I have a baritone bass, don't mean that I don't want to sing and have fun too. Me and Jerm were in a choir together, and it just felt like I always had the most boring part. Da da. I was sick.
Wow. I'm so sorry that
I was
happened.
sick about it. I know
Yeah,
I'm
but
giving you a long ass answer, but I got to go
no,
through each one of them.
we need
Beyonce
that.
taught me repetition is the only way that you get what you want. Like you can't just say whether it's singing or anything. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm not good at this. I'm just gonna give it up." If that's what you know that you want for your life, find a way to get good at it. I've always known that you can't ever give up on yourself if you really want something, because that's not how people get to their winning moment. The people who never win are the people who tapped out early. And as sad as it is, they may have had a hard time and they might have had every reason to tap out. But I never wanted that to be my story. And so I really credit Beyonce beyond just the musical inspiration that she had for me. It was I kept doing this until I was the best person at it. And I don't know if I'll ever be the best person at it because, like I said, there are people like you who are naturally gifted since 7 years old. I
Oh,
can't compete with you girls. I had to build
it
mine
was actually
brick by
4.
brick.
That's fine.
What you say?
It was 4 years old, but that 7 is
Not 4.
girl. Yes, 4. I was singing at 4 years old. What was I singing?
What?
Crazy in Love.
I know that's right.
Girl, yeah, that was my tea. That was my jam.
Crazy in Love is one of those songs. I was gonna ask you if you can give me like a song where you first realized you loved music.
Go,
Mine was
go
Crazy
back.
in Love and We Belong Together. I remember those. I remember being in my mama old ass Izu. Y'all don't even know what an Izu is because it's such a throwback. I was in her Izu in the backseat eating my Wendy's fries and We Belong
Back
Together.
when
I
Wendy's
was
used to
like,
be
what?
so good. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
And We Belong Together came out that summer. Like it came out during the summertime. I remember how big that song was. Like it always
Mm-hmm.
came on the radio.
Everywhere.
So it
It was
was
number one for 10 weeks.
it was everywhere. Oh my gosh. Sis was wow. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mariah is literally that's why she inspires me so much. The perseverance, like I told y'all about her book. You can listen to like the stories of her early life, but even when she got into this industry, for her to be on top, you got to know that when you're on top, there are people looking to knock you down.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh
for her to
my
have record after record, album after album with consistent hits, that's something that we've never seen with anybody to do over a 20-year span.
God. Mm-hmm.
That
I
lady
definitely
is
that.
to be respected.
Very respected. She has a Christmas song that goes #1 almost every year on the holidays,
Oh
sis.
yeah, that.
She's getting
See, I
paid
don't really talk about that a lot because people try to reduce her to that.
to that, just
Sh-
that. Oh,
Shout out to All I Want for Christmas. I
but
know,
no, that's legendary because no other artist has that. I guess that luxury.
but Germ on the R&B tip, Mariah is not one to be played. But I'm trying to tell you, she
Oh,
got records,
of course. I
records
heard
that a lot of people
Caution.
don't even know.
Oh
Come
my
on,
god.
Caution, records.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but then we get into kind
Action
of
Man.
my love for Brandy and Elle Varner. It's
Mm-hmm.
the underdog. It's the person that you don't expect to keep going, and they say, not only am I going to keep going, but I'm going to be excellent at it.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy, 211 album, that's her 2012 album. Y'all might know Put It Down from that album. But if you go listen to them other records, that is a comeback. That is oh, y'all thought I was done. Here's another one for you. Records after records.
Does he know?
Yes, does he know? That 211 album was crazy. And it just inspired me to want to make music that made people feel the way I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And same way, that literally is a lyric from El Varner's Perfectly Imperfect album. If he could feel the way I felt. Um, hold on. No, it's not. That's a different song. Anyway, the same way that El Varner's Perfectly Imperfect made me feel. I listened to both of those albums around the same time in 2012, and I would go to sleep to them. I felt warm. I felt safe. It brought me a different sense of joy that you don't get unless you, I don't know, have love in your home.
Wow.
music became a solace for me, and I wanted to create it and make people feel like that. So every day we're in rehearsal, we're becoming Davis, who I am now. And I will say I've slacked as I've gotten older, but that boot camp early on taught me a whole lot about once it's time to go into monster mode, the monster lives within. You know, really a beast. I'm not saying that to say I'm the best at everything, but I'm gonna figure out how to be great.
A beast and I feast and I
when I conquer. All right, don't even let me start talking about Nicki Minaj because I'm trying to keep it to singers. But you know how I feel about Nicki Minaj. Writing, when it comes to writing, Nicki Minaj taught me the only way that you will even feel fulfilled as an artist is to put pen to pad and write your thoughts. I don't want to be 6 years old and knowing that I made a career off of somebody else's songs.
Right.
No shade to y'all who did. I just don't want that life.
No, for real.
Yeah, some of those people really showed me that music is supposed to connect with people in a way that they don't even know that they need, because it healed me as a young little adolescent. The Brandy album, the Elle Varner album, I would go back and listen to old Mariah albums and anything Beyonce was doing at that time. They really just shaped my intention, which was I want to make people feel something. I would be writing some of my early music and it sounded crazy, but the songwriting there is I want y'all to connect with this. Hopefully they get past the sonic issues that I'm having and they feel this message. So I want to ask you, Jerm, we're both writers.
Yes,
what was the first song that you wrote?
Damn, I actually, since I'm home, I do have my song book here, but I ain't put the whole thing out. But the first song I could remember.
He don't like us like that yet.
Oh, I mean, I could pull it out if that's. Girl, hold on. Hold on. Give me a sec. So, y'all, these are, well, I don't know if anybody can see, but these are all my old songs that I've written since I was in elementary school. Like, this is like.
Yes. Jerm has a huge stack of papers in his hand.
It's a lot in here, too. Girl.
It's giving like your school backpack at the end of the year. That's what it looks like. All that homework you did not turn in. It looks like a bunch of incomplete homework.
Exactly. All of these are old songs that I've written and I've kept them for over the years. Because I'm like, girl, this got to go in the Hall of Fame or something.
Exactly.
So, but I will say the first song I've written that I can remember was a song called I'm Dumb. Because I just felt like what I was going through back in the day as a child, I just felt super dumb. So I wanted to write something that reflect that. And
how old were you?
I want to say was I in middle school? Or maybe I was in 5th grade. I don't remember. It was either 5th or 6th grade.
How did it go?
It was like, I'm dumb, most definitely, I'm dumb, so entirely, drinking all my life down. I'm lost and I need to be found, I'm so insane. I forgot, but yeah. I was like,
I heard the beat. It was giving very Bankhead bounce.
Oh, girl.
Okay.
And I made the beat in my head and everything. I still remember the beat. I'm gonna have Garland try to like recreate that if I can like.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, so
that's such a good idea.
Probably gonna be a different subject matter, but still.
Because why was you talking about drinking at 11? Like that's crazy.
Right. I'm like, girl. I was going through a lot. I also
used to talk about drinking before I ever drank. So twin.
Very dramatic, but yeah, it's like all of those songs was literally my life. I literally used to write every day. I still write, but not like almost every day like I used to.
We write when we have something that we need to complete, basically.
Yeah.
What do you think like writing all of that at that time did for you?
It definitely gave me a lot of imagination. It gave me, I don't know, it just helped me become a better writer. Because as a kid, I didn't necessarily care what I wrote about. I just basically wrote how I felt, and I guess I kind of carried on how I
You think it
write.
gave you an outlet, or did you have another outlet at that time?
It definitely gave me an outlet to
Okay.
get my emotions off and to get my feelings out, especially like those
Mm-hmm.
deeper inner feelings that I can't really tell everybody, like my family members and stuff.
The
I just wrote it
adults.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Oh
just
my
felt like
gosh.
making music just gave me an understanding like, wow, I can definitely put my all into this and put my emotions into this. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, it just gave me a sense of comfort that I can
Yep.
still appreciate to this day. So
That's why I still do it.
Mhm.
Because when I tell y'all, trying to make yourself a serious artist that people take seriously is not the
Yeah.
easiest thing. I would much rather be an interior designer somewhere, something
Girl.
that is very by the book. You know, if I
Mhm.
have good taste, I can put together good pieces. Like I don't want something as simple as that, but sometimes I say, why don't you just go
Do
be
something
realistic?
regular. Yeah,
But that is the devil, because we would not have these gifts if we weren't supposed to use them to their fullest extent. And I
exactly.
want anybody to remember what brings you the most joy, and remember to put forth the energy into working in that field every day. Even if you're not there yet, get a little bit further than where you are today.
Yeah,
My
yeah. It
very
don't matter
first
what it
song,
is. Oh,
you said what?
yeah. I was gonna ask you what was your favorite first song,
Girl, you be taking
girl.
a long time. You got to interrupt me
You
sometimes.
be talking. I mean,
You got to
yeah, I
interrupt
don't
me.
want to be rude. Be like, okay, girl, shut up. What's your favorite? But no, what's your very first song that you wrote? Tell
My
me.
first song I wrote, I had to be around 12 years old. I had my
Okay.
little notebook, not an actual notebook. It was the Galaxy Note. I remember that. So I
Mm,
wrote out,
those were
the
popular.
darkness is mean, the darkness is sad, the darkness continues to make me mad. Darkness, please leave me alone.
Okay.
Darkness, won't you let me go? Y'all, when I tell y'all I was giving very snap poetry, Lisa Bonet, I felt like I needed a little beret with some long faux locks. It really gave that.
I
So
mean, it's giving that right now.
go away.
It
I
definitely
don't have no
actually
faux
did.
locks.
Not
Faux
full
locks,
like
faux locks are faux locks are the ones that they wrap around when, like, over a braid.
them big, them big locks
Yes,
that be them, the ones that they had on their
very much
carpet.
that. 3 week. It's a 3 week type of situation.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
You're,
Jerm just tried to play me, y'all.
uh,
Yeah,
you're hilarious. Oh my
but
goodness.
yes, it was like the darkness is mean, the darkness is sad, the darkness continues to make me mad. It was, you see, like I was Amy Winehouse, I was giving
Yes.
drama,
Because they
sad.
tried to
Okay,
make you go to rehab, and you said no, no,
I
no.
said no, no, no. I know that's right. That literally is what my intention was. And I was, once I was just sit in the bathroom and sing it.
Mhm.
And I felt like I was releasing something. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, you can put pen to paper and just make up a melody. I didn't have a beat to this. It literally just something I wrote down and I'm reading it. And I'm like, how would I sing it? And I
Mhm.
felt like, wow, I'm letting something go. The darkness is gone.
Right. And you want to know something? I went through something traumatic in my life to where I lost a friend, and
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a song about it, and all of that anger and resentment that I had for that person went
Mm-hmm.
away along with the lyrics that I wrote on that song.
Yep.
So I definitely understand what you're going through. As far as like
Right.
writing and just releasing all of that inner pain and shit, because the
It's a
darkness,
gift. It's a blessing.
girl, not everybody can do something like that, and that's just I don't know, that just makes it all the more special to me. So yeah, that's really
That's how
cool.
I knew I had to take it seriously, because I was like, you
Mhm.
shouldn't feel like this about something that is just a hobby. Oh, I just do it
Girl,
sometimes. I'm like, no, you're gonna
because
be
the
serious
girls
about
don't know
this.
you be writing down.
I
Okay,
do.
I
I
mean,
be writing down.
is it a shot?
No, I know. Look, my pen. I don't play about my pen.
No,
It's
seriously.
very much encrusted with gold.
Virtually, I am
Yeah.
physically fit, and in my head, think I'm
Wait,
equally
why you know
rich.
that
I'll
song?
tell you.
Why you know that song? That was one of my.
I be listening, girl. Like, stop
Yes.
playing.
I wish I
Stop
would have sang. That
it.
song is called "Acting Like You." For y'all that don't know, I wish
Mhm,
I would have taken a step back and held on to it for a little bit longer, because
mhm,
well written, the vocals sound crazy to me.
mhm.
But I wish I
Wait,
would have been
what?
able to do.
I
I don't
love,
like the way.
I love it. It's like
I,
It's like very contemporary. I don't know. It just give me like a pop feel, like when I start acting like you.
Like you,
But like,
what
oh
you
my
gonna do?
God,
Hey,
I
what you
love
gonna
that
do with
hook.
me?
I love that hook. I'll be like, yeah, girl, we finna go. Hey.
That's where that was the intention at that time. That was the best that I could do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not mad at it. I did what I could at the time. I'm just saying, like, now that type of record, I would eat it up because I know how to vocally produce it a bit better. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, that makes
You
sense.
can't be mad at what you don't know if you don't know no better. You know.
Okay.
So I gave what I could. I'm glad that you thought it was a cute bop, though.
It was
I'll tell
very
y'all
cute.
one. Okay, so I've always known Jerm to be extremely talented, and he would make songs for SoundCloud and all of that while we were in high school, and I would listen to those. But when I was like, oh no, he had, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, let me be honest. I thought that my good friend Jerm was gonna need a writer at some point, and I was like, I guess I'll help her. You know, like she gonna need some help because he has this amazing voice. But the songs he was putting together early on, me being a judgy ass, I write so well type of, like, I remember being like a senior in high school and I would get my feelings broken. I'm sorry, get my feelings hurt by somebody, whether it's a friend or a boy or whatever. And I would write that shit out and I would be like, Bryce, this is the number one record. Like, you wrote the fuck out of that record. I would tell myself, like, oh no, you ate that. Like, Jeremy, I never told you the story. There is, do you remember a lot?
A lot?
No, Mr. Lot.
Oh yes, I do.
We were in choir rehearsal one time. I think this is right before we went to New York to go to Carnegie Hall, perform at Carnegie Hall.
Okay.
This man was trying to get y'all attention, all of the guys. He had the guys separated, and he was like banging on the table. He was like, ADD, like y'all not paying attention. Y'all have ADD, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, he wasn't talking to me though, because I wasn't the one disrupting. It was probably you and your little friends. But I'm playing. It wasn't you. But this was like the middle of practice. Before the rest of the practice, I just kept thinking in my head, ADD. I went home and wrote an entire song just from those words. And it was like how you can't, the whole song, it was like you can't keep focused because of somebody that you like is playing with your feelings. And now you realize I need to focus and you're not helping this situation. ADD, get away from me. ADD, I don't need your distracting. Please set me free. I'll be just fine. Lonely life, it does me right. It's better than taciturn days and cold nights. 17 years old. I was like, wait, why did you just do that? You weren't even supposed to be writing. You're supposed to be rehearsing some Italian song. I didn't care about that. I said, baby, we need to be singing my songs, okay?
Baby, we need to be singing my song. I know that's right.
But yeah, I said all of that to say, I remember you at the time, you were already starting. I hadn't started like recording or anything seriously, but you had already started that process. And I feel like right after we got out of high school, you released this song called Tell Me That You Love Me. You remember that?
Yes.
He was singing down, and it was one of them songs that pull at your heartstrings that make you just be like, damn, can somebody love that baby? Please.
Girl, that is exactly what I wanted. I wanted that shit to pull at people's heartstrings. That's exactly
yes. I love that song to this day. You ate that.
It's not my favorite, but it's cute.
I mean, at the time, like I said, we could only do what we had at the time. You always are gonna learn. If you're starting out in music or anything, really, you're gonna learn how to do it better as the time goes on. You just gotta be passionate about what you're doing right now, even if you don't know nothing.
Exactly.
Because I did not know nothing. Jerm put me on to my first studio. This is like 2019 now. I think I'm still 18, right? Yeah, I'm still 18, and he told me about the studio. And I would go in there and just play around. I thought I was making hits. Okay. But it took moments like that of me being excited. I wrote a song. I'm excited. Let's record it. Now it doesn't come out the exact way that I planned.
Right.
It was a little bit of placing blame on others. This engineer sucks. It's not my fault. You know, I didn't want to accept the blame for a while. Then it took me to move on to other people. and have better experiences, but still I was having better experiences, but I still found a reason to have some type of disappointment with the final product.
Yeah.
And I had to realize that I wasn't really handling recording music the same way that, what am I trying to say? I realized that I was in the studio singing as if I was still at home in that dining room, in that bathroom, trying to get them good acoustics. And
Like
as I
belching
know
out and stuff.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't work. You have to find your studio voice.
I
You
mean,
have to
there's
find,
a difference
yeah,
between having a studio voice and a voice for, let's say, a concert or something. Because
yeah.
being on a tempo track that's fast paced and you trying to sound like Jennifer Hudson is not gonna work. So, um,
And I would literally pick. I'm always like, I like a boom bap. I've always liked the beat that had a little boom to it.
yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm
Well,
from Texas. I really relate to
808.
like the chopped and screwed. I love an 808.
Uh,
So, so I would pick out songs like that. And now, like you said, I'm doing the Jennifer Hudson on top of it. And it's like, whoa, Control. I didn't know anything about Control. It's crazy how much I love that album by SZA, and I did not learn Control. So, Jerm, I wasted so much money. I want to say from 2019 up until 2021. I was going from studio to studio, paying people whatever the ridiculous rate was, trying to find my sound. I want to know for you, at one point, like, give me like an exact time frame, song and everything. Do you feel like you were saying to yourself, I think I found my sound?
It wasn't until I started working with Garland, honestly, when I finally found my sound. Like I've made like you said, I've made music since 2016 and I started on my phone. But I've never like truly found my sound or what I was looking for. I went to, just like you have, went to different producers and stuff, engineers, sorry. And the sound wasn't right, like it'll be too loud or it'll be too low. But when I started working with Garland and then I started having that artist and engineer connection with him, and he knew what I wanted as an artist. And then I heard the finished product of the music that I made. What was the first? I'm trying to figure out what was our first song that we recorded together.
Did you release it?
I'm trying to remember it because
I think I know.
I'm pretty sure it was on the Boy of Your Dreams project. I'm trying to remember. Fuck. It wasn't Shades. It wasn't.
Oh, you remember Shades?
Yes. But yes.
Was it Repercussions? It couldn't have been Repercussions.
It wasn't Repercussions. It was I think it was fuck. It had to be on my project, The Boy in Your Dreams. But
okay.
When
Floating.
I started No, it wasn't Floating. Floating was with Cranston.
Y'all don't remember Floating? Oh my god. If y'all don't know nothing about Lonely Boy IRL, I'm sorry, I didn't say that correctly. Y'all gotta go get into his discography. Floating was a time, like, it's crazy. Jerm, as much as like I know you personally, you are one of the artists that I think about when I think of 2019, 2020, like that era. You were there.
Yeah.
You was on fire.
I was there, yeah. And then I made a whole thing with stuff. Yeah.
You like how I can think about what Beyonce song I loved at that time. I can now think about what Lonely Boy song I loved at that time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A lot of people say that too. They be like, Floating was really good. Like, I need another song like that. I'm like, girl, we was in that bag, but we in a different bag now, and y'all gonna love this new bag. But Floating.
What do you think that bag was? Were you trying to make like big sounding records, like certified hits?
No. I just wanted, because at the time I was finding like beats on YouTube. So that was a YouTube beat, and that beat was shorter than the actual product that was released. I had to have the engineer do his little thing and tweak it and make it longer. Because I think the whole track was like 1 minute. So I had to like expand on it. I was like, no, like this song right here, because it was just an endless loop with the, I guess, the intro and then the beat and then the song ended. I'm like, nah, I gotta make this happen. I'm sitting here when I'm writing to the beat, the words are coming easy. Girl, I smoked some weed. I was feeling good.
I know that's right.
I was like, let me I was getting so inspired. I was feeling great, y'all. That's how it felt when I was writing this song. And when I went into the studio, I said I couldn't wait to get into the studio to record this. And I recorded that, and I heard what I was hearing. I was like, yeah, this is the one. This is definitely it. So
Exactly.
it ended up on a playlist. Like it was like a 2020 playlist, I think, and it got like 2,000 views on Spotify,
I
and
know that's right.
and more on Apple Music. But
You
yeah,
better
it's in
go
the
down the
count.
stats. I know that's right.
I'm just saying, like people was really into it. I'm like, wow, like, but yeah, like that song was really a moment. It
Mm-hmm.
definitely. I want to say a song that was really a moment that came from you was
What?
I done fucked up, I done cut along and it just like can't really. I
What
was
song is
like,
that? What's the name of that song? Cuffing.
Cuffin, yes.
Y'all don't know. That was the project. So Jerm had just introduced me to the engineer we work with now. I had begged and pleaded because I got tired of working. Like I said, I was blaming some of the engineers when I needed to grow in my own recording process. I've been singing pretty well. I'll give myself that. I've been singing pretty well since like 18, 19. That's when I found my like projected voice and I was able to stabilize a note and all of that. Maybe before that, but that's when I felt like I was ready to do like American Idol auditions and things like that. I did that. I don't know if I ever told you that. I did an American Idol audition and it was a crazy story.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Can you talk about that with us,
I wanted to tell
please?
them about cuffing.
Okay, you
Okay.
can.
I'm gonna come
Okay,
back to cuffing in 1 second. American Idol,
please.
real quick, y'all. Picture it, Sicily, 1912. Okay. Y'all, so this is 2019, or no, this is 2018, right after I graduated high school, like September-ish.
Okay.
It's a warm day, and you would think we're just going to stand in this line, do these auditions. They're going to see that I'm so T, and they're going to say, "You are going to Hollywood." Okay, I was ready. Bags packed at the house, ready to go. Okay,
Wow.
I'm joking, of course, but like I was excited to do it.
I'm talking
I
about some
was ready.
wow. Yeah.
No, I didn't have my bags packed. I was just ready because I know it's like a multi-step process.
Right.
Those producers that you audition for are not the people who make the final decision. So
Right.
I was ready to get through the first round. I was like, of course you're going to get through the first round, even if you don't get on the show.
Mhm.
You're talented, babe, and that's all that it takes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I went up there with my big orange afro, just knowing I was going to be seen, and of course everybody was talking to me. I went with my mom, so me and my mom stood outside in the line. And people kept walking by. Oh, look at your hair! You're so cool. I'm like, yeah, these
Is this
producers
when you
don't
had
see me.
lock?
No, this is my big orange afro.
Oh, okay,
Lion
okay.
King, you remember that?
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that era.
So I just knew that was because if you watch old American Idol clips, it's always the person who looks eccentric that
Mhm.
the judges are like, you know what, I see something in you. So I was
Right.
like, I'm gonna give them the vocal, but I'm also giving them. I probably had on like an African dashiki or something. I felt very connected to the motherland at that time. So I was really there to be noticed in so many
Yes.
ways.
Yes, yes.
Y'all have finally gotten beyond my shyness, and I kind of can tell y'all more about that. I was scared to sing, like not only in front of my parents, like I said, but also in front of other people. I was so afraid of the judgment, so I just wouldn't do it at all. And to the point to where once I got ready to start singing, my voice would just tighten up, and now I can't even access the notes that I know I can do at home. It was a psychological thing. So by this point, I had done it in front of people. Like I've always sang in a choir in public, but now I'm doing it by myself. So I'm a bit more confident. So I'm like, yes, I'm ready to kill this American Idol audition. I did not choose the right song. I will say that. We're gonna take accountability.
What song did you choose?
It was Figures by Jessie Reyes. Do you know that song?
I do not. I'm gonna have to look at that.
Okay. It was like a 2019 alt R&B sad girl thing.
Okay.
It may have been 2018. No, I said this was 2018, so it was like a 2017, 2018 thing. It was very much her breakout record. But I'll tell y'all, they lied to me. So I did not choose the right song, but I did not choose the right song because they lied to me. It's not my fault. We blame American Idol. Them people told me you get 90 seconds to sing your song.
Okay.
So I chose a song that got really, really good around the 45-second mark. Because now I'm going to kill it for the next 45, right? That's what my little 18-year-old logic was. The song, I will say, it does not start off like hey, like a lot of people who do American Idol auditions, they catch you from that very first note.
Yes.
And now you're pulled in. Right. I wasn't smart enough to do that for whatever reason. This song starts in the lowest register of whatever. She might be a soprano, but so for me, I'm taking it. You know, I always sing a couple octaves lower than the girls. Mm-hmm. Figures, I gave you all of me, and you gave me games. Love, figures. Okay, thank you. I was like, excuse me? Thank you. I'm like, bitch, I'm not done. You said 90 seconds. It's wind outside. It's loud. Like, we were standing in the rain at some point because we were out there for hours. But I think it stopped raining, but it's still windy. So I'm like, no, y'all didn't hear me. I'm on my note. What's wrong? Okay.
Oh, my God.
And if you just give me a couple more seconds, once I got to the hook, I realized now I should have started at the hook. Because once you get to the hook, it's like, I wish I could get you back. Love, what would you do if you couldn't get me back? I was, Jerm, does that not sound good?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I was ready to kill. Why not let me get to the hook? I was so mad. But now I know
like you should have started with that.
Start at the hook. I didn't know that back then.
Damn.
I don't know why I tried to start from the beginning. And they said, all right, bye.
And that was it. And you went home.
And me and my mama, we walked our ugly asses back to the car. Yeah. Very disappointed, child.
Not the walk of shame, child.
The walk of shame. Head down. Don't look at me. In this big old orange hair. Don't look at me. Please.
Oh, wow.
I
wonder
was
what
sick.
season that was. What season was that?
Probably the season where Katy Perry joined. Around that time.
Oh my gosh.
Because I loved Katy at that time. And I was like, she's going to see me and be like, you got it. You know?
Yeah.
I just knew it was going to happen. But I will say, I'm so grateful I did not do that. The way that they locked them people in the contracts and they never get a chance to pop outside of that show.
Yeah.
You know I would have went crazy. I can't be put in that type of position. You can't put baby in a corner, okay?
No, thank you. No, thanks.
But back to Cuffin, I did want to tell y'all, the song he's talking about that made him be like, okay, Bryce finally has something. God, Jerm had put me with his engineer finally. And we just did like a 7-song or 6-song EP, I think, over the course of like 2 months. And it started with me taking this song that I had done with the engineer that I thought was truly just lazy. And I was like, can we take this song, re-record it, and make it sound palatable? It was a whole lot of auto-tune all over the place. Probably not even correctly tuned auto-tune. You know, people will put your auto-tune in the wrong key. And it's like,
yo, and it's
babe,
like,
are you listening?
No, for real. They will.
I didn't sing that song in that key. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of that really just ruined my confidence. So this is post American Idol. They already saying I can't sing live. Now I'm in the studio every week. I sound crazy when I go home. I'm like, Jerm, I'm really finna quit. This shit ain't working for me. I wanted to at least try working with your engineer. Because your records, like I said, you had told me that you love me. Floating, Floating was with somebody else, and you just woke up that memory that I don't want to get into. I have things to say, but I forgot about that situation.
Me too. But I wonder what happened with that, anyways. But
that's one of those engineers that also was like, so is it me? Am I tone deaf or are you lazy? Because you do good records with Jerm, but my records are basura. You know, like what's going on? Is it me? So all of that, and I'm sure some of it was me. Like I'm taking accountability when I say that.
Okay, yeah.
It took me working with the person that you introduced me to, Garland. Mm-hmm. We redid that one song, and I believe it was the first song on the project that Cuffing is. It was where you go, tell me where you go, where you at, babe, I need you to know. When I tell you, had you heard the original version? Mm-hmm. Sounded terrible. Garland was able to direct me. Okay, do that one. What do we call it? One stack like that. The next stack like this. Pull that back. Push that forward. Ooh and ah. He gave me direction in that moment, and that's all I fucking needed was a little bit of assistance. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my gosh, I sound amazing. I was so gagged. I was like, thank you so much. I even thanked you for introducing me to him. But I was so glad that I finally worked with an engineer who gave a damn, and we were able to get a good project. And so from there, we kept putting songs together. And Cuffin is the song that came out. I believe that was the last song. And it's crazy how much people like that song because I wrote that so fast. Because so I was a bit all over the place. I still kind of am, but I would set a session on a certain day of the week and not even have a song finished. But I just know I want to go to the studio on Wednesday.
Okay.
So Monday and Tuesday, it's like, all right, babe, so you going to have a song done or not? Play the beat probably the day before, and I wrote out all of the words for Cuffin. And I feel like it's the hook that really pulls people in because I was doing some type of multi-layer thing with the... I was like, bitch, I was doing all types of things in the back of my throat I didn't know I could do.
I was like, wow.
Like, why am I doing that? Whispering like Mariah, you know?
You were definitely blending your voices, and it definitely, I don't know.
It came together.
It came really together. It really did.
Oh my God. I feel like that was Where You Go showed me the song that we first did with Garland. It showed me like you can do good work with the correct type of guidance, right? But Cuffin showed me like you can make records that people actually fuck with if you just let go a little bit. In that song, I wasn't trying to prove that I could sing. And that was my issue for a long time working in all those other studios. I was trying to go in there and be like, I'm the guy that can sing. So now I'm over singing and they're over tuning and it's just a whole mess. Cuffin, like I told you, I did it really fast. I was just happy to be in the studio that day and I was willing to try things. And it wasn't about having the biggest belt or doing a crazy run. Because I have not always been able to run. I used to do very light jogs, and it didn't always come out pretty. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Oh my God, light jogs. I am dead. I couldn't even.
You've heard me fail a couple runs, Jerm. Be honest. Or at least do unnecessary runs. Why did he do that at the end of the song?
I definitely. You talking about your music?
Yeah. Early on, I would run for no reason. Just try to throw it in there to prove that I can do it.
I would say you would do this. You did the same run back then because I used to hear. I just used to hear a repetitive.
Hold on, what's my run? You sound like Countess Vaughn when she was mimicking Jill Scott. That's what it sounds like right now. You're here.
And okay, so I wasn't gonna judge you for that because I definitely in the past have made bad records. I've made records with Garland where it was just like, okay, I don't like that. Can I really do this? Can I really sing? And then it would be times
You've
where
thought that before?
Yes, girl. I gotta send you a song to where I was like, oh, girl, can I really do this? Can I really sing? I gotta send you a song because I still need to work on that track. But I was just gonna say, it's just like figuring out your niche, especially with like working with an engineer like Garland. He definitely helps you know what you want. I guess he helps you figure out what you want in the song. So he definitely does give you suggestions, or he'll say like, hey, do it like this, or do it like that. So I definitely can appreciate Garland for that. So he's very hands-on, I want to say.
That's exactly what I would say. And like you said, I've also, even working with him, I've made songs that I didn't necessarily like, but in most cases, it's going to be because I did something I should not have been doing.
Yeah.
Trying stuff, and I need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I know. You are, as an artist, free to create, but you also are free to judge yourself harshly when it don't come out in a nice way. Because I've been like, it's been times where I thought I was going to rap. There have been all different phases of who I am. So you can't always blame the engineer, but sometimes them people are very, very lazy. So just try to get a good one that cares about the end result. That's all I would say.
You go, tell me where you go, where you at.
Okay, Jerm. He's over there singing my songs. I got him singing my songs. You're singing my songs, okay? Jerm, I want to know from you, in this journey of becoming an artist who is going to make millions of dollars and really shit on these girls. No shit. Y'all don't want Jerm to get active. That voice right there, he can do anything. When you feel discouraged because you are not at your peak, of course, you're not nowhere near where you're going. When you feel discouraged currently, what do you do to pull yourself out of that and be like, let's focus back on the mission?
Girl, I listen to encouraging music. That
Really?
is yes. I want to say Katy Perry's new album, not to throw her name out there because people like the album, but I
Who
definitely
cares?
love the direction that album was in because it definitely pulled me out of so many dark places.
Really?
Yes. It's just I've always been the type to revert to music whenever I felt discouraged, just to give me that boost of confidence that I need. Like I'll be in school, with my phone that I wasn't supposed to have, and I'll put my headphones in and put on the song, walk down the hallway, and I'll be having the most crappiest day. But I know
Yep.
that song in that moment made me feel like I am the shit. Like I'm going to do this. I'm going to make music like this, like not necessarily this person, but this is something I want to do and it's making me feel good. So when I get home, I'm going to pull out my pen and paper and I'm going to write an encouraging song, just like the song I just heard. You know, I always had music pull me out of dark places like that. So even when, because I not always listen to positive music as well to get me out of that, I start with sad music as well. That sad nitty gritty, like that music that breaks you down, makes you want to cry. Like I definitely listen to that for encouragement because I don't know, you know, sometimes being an independent artist, not knowing where your music or life will take you, it can definitely fuck with your head and give you imposter syndrome. Like it's like, oh, you know, I'm doing all of this stuff. Like, why am I not big yet? Why am I not doing the stuff that this person is doing? And it's like you have to follow your own path, and what is yours will be yours. So as long as I am, I guess, pulling myself up by the bootstraps, writing my songs every day, listening to my music, getting the motivation from my own music as well, I'm going to be fine. Knowing that I'm worthy enough to do something like this because not everybody starts as a star. Everybody had to start from somewhere. So, you know, wherever I start, I'm damn sure going to have a strong finish. So
I know that's right. You said that like you meant that. I know that's right.
Yes, girl. Yes, this is passion.
No, I really feel it. I feel it for real. I would always
What
say the
about
same
you?
thing.
Yeah.
Like BB could have tapped out at so many times, and that is basically my personality at this point. Is that you don't tap out. I've ingrained it. You know how people make stupid things their personality? I make not tapping out my personality. So yes, it's hard.
Sometimes you do got to be delusional, though. A little delusional.
Literally. And I'm practicing that. I'm way too realistic. I'm a Virgo, so I'd be like, be realistic, Bryce. No, Bryce, don't be realistic. You can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Okay, remember that. Act like that. Act like you believe that. God is gonna find your way. God would not give you a vision if He didn't want you to see it through. All right.
Exactly.
And I've had vivid visions, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all as it's happening. This is something I saw. That's something I saw. I saw that too. What we doing right now? I'm not lying to y'all. I saw it. Okay. BBB seeing things.
If you can get into the future,
you might think life would be a breeze.
I'm not gonna play with you, girl. I'm not.
But I don't know where I got that from. I heard somebody do it. Like maybe I heard Raven do it like that live.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely heard that before. I was like, was that on the episode? I don't know. But we love you, Raven.
I love her down. Oh my God. My childhood icon.
Miss American.
4 voices perfectly blended right from the start. Drama.
Black flip want me. Don't be kinda corner.
Oh, not black flip. I need to sing it to believe it. Ooh, the speaker has
Yeah,
raised me
that was
down.
good. That was good.
Uh,
That was good.
okay, I do want to ask you one final question about all of this, so we can let the
Okay,
people go.
okay.
You know, we can ramble for hours, child.
Yes, girl.
What is your version of success? What level? Just give me a brief description of where you are, where you're like, you know what, this is what I wanted. I'm content. I need nothing more. What does that look like for you?
Uh, just to never stop writing, never stop recording, never stop creating, and never
Mm-hmm.
stop having that imagination like I had as a kid
Wow.
whenever I used to write songs. Like back then I didn't really used to go through a lot of, I mean, I went through stuff, but
Yeah.
I let my imagination run wild as far as my writing. And now that I'm an adult and I'm able to experience like real things, I'm able
Mm-hmm.
to channel my imagination and also channel reality and just like intertwine the two. And
Mm-hmm.
just really stay focused and stay on top of my shit, but also on the music tip to always keep creating. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that if I keep creating, I'm gonna, be successful. I went to also, I'm sorry to go off topic, but I was working Ed
Don't be
Sheeran's
sorry.
concert. Um, when I was working security, I was like, I did a few concert shows. I seen Taylor Swift and seen Khalid live. He was pretty cool. Uh, but I was working. But yes, all of that to say, Ed Sheeran says when he's not recording or when he's not playing his guitar, he's always writing. Like it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what he's doing, he always finds the time to at least write every single day. And that stuck with me. And
Mm-hmm.
so I always make sure that I don't care what it is. It can be a fucking one sentence, a word, or something. I'll write it down because
Mm-hmm.
I want to come back to that and I want to, I guess, build off of that idea just because I
Expound.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, I just know that this is going to be something great. This is going to be something that eventually the world is going to hear, the world is going to love. So I just keep all of those things in mind and to always just keep creating. That is
Yeah.
my, I guess, key to success.
I
Yeah.
love that. You really gave me a real answer. That is so crazy. The way that
Oh, I'm
is
good.
not what I was going to say at all. Like,
What
I
was you
love
going
that
to say?
you gave us something real that we could hold on to. I was just going to say a bunch of bullshit. Damn.
Well, no, what was you going to say
Oh,
though?
I'm still going to tell you because I mean it. Okay.
Yeah.
My version of success, I used to think that if you did not do it the biggest, you didn't do it at all. I don't believe that anymore. Everybody has their own path and journey, and if you doesn't start at the same place as someone else, there's no way that you can think that y'all are going to the same end goal. You know what I mean? I know how hard it was for me and how much work I had to put in to even get to where I am right now.
Mhm.
I'm so grateful to God for helping me along through that process.
Right.
And I know that where I'm going may not be
If anybody tells
it
you.
it may not be the place where you see Beyonce today or whatever.
Right.
And that used to really bring me a lot of damn, why can't I be Beyonce type of sadness? But
Hmm.
I'm old enough, I'm grown enough to understand like everybody has their own journey.
Hmm.
Whatever is going to be for you is what you're going to have. I think I
Right.
would be content with, just a couple Grammys. I don't need 30. Just give me a couple of them.
Right. Right. And you're gonna put in the work to get those couple.
Yeah, I
So
just I just want like 3 platinum records. I don't need 20. You know.
right. Maybe I would love 20. Please. 20 would
No,
be
I'm
great.
joking, y'all. I'm joking, but I'm saying what I'm trying to get across is that I see my journey differently. I want to be able to sustain myself financially and take care of my family and
Okay.
not have to worry about money. That's really what my goal is. I want
Okay.
my music to be loved by people, the right people. No
Right.
shade.
That's
The
fair.
right people who are going to connect with it in the way that it's intended. I want to continue to make music that has that type of intentionality behind it.
Hmm.
As
And
long
I
as I can
repeating
make
that in your
people
part.
feel safe, like I felt safe. I used to like just in a general life at 12 years old, I felt unsafe for a couple of different reasons.
Yeah.
Like you said, putting them headphones on and turning on that music, that favorite song,
Mm-hmm.
a big mama hug, literally.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that for people, give them something to connect to, give them something to sing along. And as long as I keep, like you said, creating and putting the work out there, little by little, the right people will begin to cling
Find
on.
you. Yeah. You'll
Oh
find
my
your
God.
people.
that is so easier. It feels so much easier to say that than to say I want to have 3 number ones and 8 multi-platinum. Like, hopefully all of that will come, but
Right. Because you
realistically,
can have that stuff. Yeah.
I
But
will
with
have
that
it. I ain't
means,
saying I won't. But I'm
yeah.
saying realistically, the pressure that I'm putting on myself is to keep going. The pressure that I'm putting on myself is to not lose the true spirit that I have to create, which is I want y'all to feel something. That's always been there. I need to keep that there. So success for me, I'm saying all of this. I know I'm long-winded, y'all. I do apologize. I'm saying all of this
It's
to say,
okay. Yeah.
if I am the number one artist of a certain year or a generation, but I lose all of the passion that I have right now, all of the intention that I have as I create, it won't mean anything to me. So I want to be me and be successful. If I can stay me and just heighten it, enriching it,
That's
and
real. That's real.
and glamorize it,
Yeah.
then I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't have to be anybody else. I'm so okay with being me now. And I'm happy to say that, y'all. I'm not even giving y'all no bullshit. Like, I'm really happy to say that. Because I used
That's
to want to
really
be
good.
Beyonce, like, dead ass ready to take her whole life.
But
Okay?
I'm sure Beyonce wanted to be Michael. But Beyonce didn't start to. I mean, I guess Beyonce didn't start at the level she is. She
She
started
had to
singing
work
it.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you was singing in her mama's salon, and from there, Destiny's Child was at Walmart. I remember they was at Walmart
Yeah.
singing and stuff. Like they was doing their,
They worked.
they was working. So
Yeah.
Beyonce definitely earned the position that she's at now. Like I'm
When I say
happy.
Beyonce, I mean the person who's at the top of whatever field you're working in. I
Exact.
thought I
Yeah.
had to be running things. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run my life. I don't have to run everything, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm okay with
It's
keeping
real.
things humble as long as I can eat, you know?
That's real. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to eat and I want to feed those who are close to me. That's really my version of success right now. And I don't want y'all to think I'm discouraged. I still am going to get my Grammys and my platinum records, but
And then
that's
some.
just going to naturally come because that's what's owed to me. Okay.
And them ASCAP awards. Okay. Those
Mm-hmm.
two.
I want my BMI. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, BMI. Okay. BMI.
ASCAP kind of awarded a non-songwriter a couple
Oh,
years
and so
ago,
you
and
it kind of
they lost
devalued it.
all credibility to me. No shade.
Oh, sorry to
But yeah,
y'all.
shout out to y'all. If y'all,
Mhm.
you know,
We love y'all.
are watching.
Kisses, hug. Wow, that is so real. That is so deep. I love your perspective on that whole subject. So that was
I
really
feel like we kind of said
awesome.
the same thing, and
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense because you see a lot of people who are kind of in the position where we are. You've made music for a while, you've put out a lot of material, and you're waiting for somebody, the right people, to get a hold of it.
Mhm.
The sadness that lives in there, and I've had moments like that, like I know you have as well, of I'm so underrated and when is my time gonna come. You don't really get anywhere like that, and if you do, you won't make the right decision. Imagine
Yeah.
you at your lowest moment, somebody offering you a deal of some sort. You might not even think it all the way through just because you're moving out of desperation.
Yeah.
I don't want to be desperate. I want to be intentional, even when it comes to the people that I partner with. So I think you have to force yourself to get out of the when is it going to be my turn? What about me? And just remember, baby, you're going to be good because you are
Right.
good. Okay?
Right. Just trust God, trust your journey, trust your path, and you're gonna
Literally.
like literally you're gonna be. I mean, I guess you're gonna get wherever you need to go because
And
not
keep on
everybody has.
working.
Yeah. Just keep on doing what you do. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You taught me that, Jerm. It's crazy watching somebody as talented as you and you have not hit the pop star level yet.
Mm-hmm.
It made me have to say, well, Bryce, damn, if this amazing singer, performer all the way around is not where he is going yet, why would you assume that it's too late for you?
And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of amazing singers. There's a lot of us that hasn't, I guess, popped off in the way that we want.
No, 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 no.
But
It's
in
not.
due time,
It's not.
hey, if
Jerm, it's not.
even if
We got
I
to be
get,
honest.
you said what?
It's
No,
not. We got to be
literally,
honest.
I know some. I'm not
You
saying
are
that.
top of the top.
Okay,
I'm saying you are top of the top. People
okay.
who are great singers and great writers and have music out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not say this. You can tell I'm cranky now because hold on. I'm gonna say some crazy shit. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I hate to see the amazing singers who don't have no music out. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna cut that out. Anyway, you want to close us out?
Yes. Thank you guys for, I guess, attending to our podcast where we talked about our like music endeavors and our music ourselves. Um,
Mhm.
I feel like I didn't say that, right. But I just wanted to appreciate you guys for listening and hanging out with us. And
Mhm.
Chris, do you have anything to say to the people?
I just want to say thank y'all for listening to our stories.
Yeah.
I know it was a bit all over the place, but that's what we are. Like we like to have fun. So I want y'all to
Yeah.
tune in next week. We're gonna
It's gonna
also
be a
have
little more
even more
orthodox.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's gonna be a little bit more weight.
It was good. We're gonna be a little bit unorthodox. I'm sorry, I
Of
couldn't say that.
course.
But
Always.
but yeah, so we gonna have a little fun. We're gonna have a little key,
Hmm.
a little Virgo and Gemini dynamic. So we
Okay.
definitely gonna give y'all. I guess
You
y'all
know
might.
they love to bully me.
Oh,
All my life I've been bullied by a Gemini, but I love them.
oh, wow. Okay, false accusations. But
It's all in good fun. You don't be hurting my feelings. You just be coming at me.
I mean, I wouldn't come for you if you weren't coming for me. I don't come for you.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Let's not fight in front of the company.
Yeah, okay. But yes, we love you guys, and thank you, I guess, for tuning into. Dang, what's the podcast name again? Shit.
John!
Bitch.
I'm gagged. Okay.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for tuning in to Anytime You Need a Friend because we are your best friends. We don't know about the people out there, but thank you guys for spending so much time with us. We love you, and we hope you have a great, I guess, whatever day it is, Monday to
John.
Thursday.
What the
We just hope you
fuck?
have a great day, okay? We love
Thank
you.
y'all for tuning
Mwah.
in
God
to
bless.
another episode of the Anytime You Need a Friend podcast. We had fun telling y'all all of our
Not
business.
keep that in.
And you gotta listen to all of this music that we were talking about. Any
Mhm.
platform you want to hear it. It's
Yes.
Davis for me, Daeyvis, and I believe we're gonna give him Lonely
Lonely
Boy
Boy
IRL.
IRL. Yes, it's on
Stream,
all
support,
platforms. Please.
and you can also find us on Instagram under Davis for me, and then
I'm Jamil _ for me. Yes, I will change the
all
name
right,
soon. But we love you. Mwah. Peace.
bye.
Bye.